Today we got revealed to us all of the new trophies for the upcoming map, the Shadow Throne, and of course I'm just going to be reading off for you guys, and of course I'll touch on every single one of them and kind of explain what exactly some of them mean, because some of them are in German, and if you translate them you could kind of guess what's going on with each trophy, so that's what I'm going to be doing here. But if you guys are one to get, consider even the smallest thing a spoiler, then I would click off, because I know I wouldn't consider any of these spoilers, but I know there are people who do, so it's just a warning right there. Also, just better say this right away, my allergies are still acting up, so if you can hear them, then I do apologize, but really there's nothing I could do about it. But with that said, let's actually jump into these trophies. So the first one we have here is Lumberjack. In the Shadow Throne, kill a Whistling using each melee weapon in a single match. So you'll see this as we go through more of the trophies, that you'll see that these melee weapons are actually pretty prevalent to a lot of these trophies. I wonder how prevalent they are to the map itself. I couldn't really say that, but at least to these trophies you use them a lot. But then the next one we have is Equal Opportunity Destroyer. In the Shadow Throne, collect Geistcraft from each zombie type in a single match. So this is actually interesting, because it sounds like we're going to be getting the spine thing all over again, with the, you know, how it says collect Geistcraft from each zombie type. So I'm assuming we're going to be collecting Geistcraft from zombies all over again, and I'm not too sure. I hope it's not going to be tied too much to the actual Easter egg, not because it's bad, but you know, that's kind of what they did just the last map, so I would be kind of disappointed if that's the case, but I'm not exactly sure, because I obviously know we're not getting the Ripsaw back, so I wouldn't even know how we're actually going to get this, or get the Geistcraft from zombies this time. Next one we have is actually our silver trophy. Our first one, there's 3 in total, but what it is this belongs in a museum. In the Shadow Throne, while inside the museum, kill 250 zombies with the blade in a single match. So this is the first mention of the blade. So the blade, at least we're assuming, is to be the last part of Barbarossa's sword, because we already got the hilt and the pommel. All we need left is the blade. So it looks like we're going to be able to get the blade in this map and actually use it as a weapon like we did the pommel. I'm not too sure how we're going to use it, if we're just going to be swinging a blade around, or we're actually going to connect it to everything else that we have. I doubt it, but we'll have to see, which really actually gets me interested, because now that we've collected all 3 parts of the sword, what exactly are we going to do in DLC 3? Maybe the ending cutscene's actually going to be interesting for this time around, which I have high hopes for. I have a lot of high hopes for this map, so hopefully we get to see something big at the end of this Easter egg. Next one we have is Not a Prayer. In the Shadow Throne, after round 20, survive at least 2 full rounds without anyone leaving the church. So this is actually interesting, because we know there's going to be a new area of the map called the church, or that's going to be inside the church, which makes me think, how big is this map? Because I know they haven't shown us too much of the map, but you know, considering that we know you could actually go inside the theater, you saw outside the theater, now we hear of a church, which you didn't really, actually you did actually, wait, I'll have a screenshot on screen where you actually saw the church, or at least what I think is a church inside the trailer, which actually looks pretty far. So I'm actually considering how big this map is. I hope it's going to be a little bit larger than what we got with the Darkest Shore, but again, we'll have to see. Next we have is our next silver trophy, and this one's actually going to be in the Shadow Throne, obtain the blade without firing a gunshot. So this is interesting, because we actually, for the rest of this, we won't actually see a trophy for actually collecting a blade, unless I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure there's not. And the thing is that you get a trophy for collecting the blade without firing a gunshot, but is there a trophy for just collecting the blade by itself? I find that strange, but of course what it means by this is that you're only going to be using melee weapons. So again, just like I said at the start of this, the melee weapons seem like they're actually going to be pretty prevalent in this map, so we'll see how that works out. Next one we have is putting on a show. In the Shadow Throne, keep a Gokakt alive on the stage for 1 minute. So this is one of the new zombie types, and it's actually what I believe to be is actually our napalm zombie, because it's called the Gokakt zombie. So what that actually translates from German to English is actually cooked. So I'm pretty confident that this is going to be our new napalm zombie, but since you know, they're giving it its own name and everything, I imagine that this is going to be like a napalm zombie from Garrod Trophy or Transit. I think this is going to be more like a Napalm Zombie from Shangri-La. So if I had to guess, that's what we're getting here. But to keep him on stage for 1 minute seems kind of awkward, the trophy, but you know, it's a weird trophy. That's all I have to say. But anyways, the next one we have is Something Wonderful. In the Shadow Throne, kill 50 Gakocks with the special weapon in 1 match. So again, this is our new Napalm Zombie. It feels weird calling him Gakokt, but I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, unless I'm pronouncing it wrong. But regardless, it looks like actually a lot of them are going to spawn, which again makes me question what kind of Napalm Zombie are we getting here, because it is 50 of them in 1 match. So we're going to at least have multiple per match, because unless you have to get to really high rounds to actually do this, I'm not exactly sure. But maybe it's going to be actually a middle between the Napalm Zombies we have in Transit from the ones that we have in Shangri-La. I wonder exactly how difficult it's going to be. I don't imagine they'd make it that difficult, considering that we still are going to have Whistlings and the new boss zombie. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. Next one we have is Ballistics Be Damned. In the Shadow Throne, reach wave 15 only using melee weapons. So of course, more melee weapons actually appearing here, and again, they're going to be pretty prevalent. I'm actually considering that there's actually going to be a lot of different melee weapons. Obviously, we did see the bat with the nails on it, but we haven't really seen anything else. Maybe the sword itself, or excuse me, the blade that we actually get from Barbarossa's blade or sword, I wonder if that's going to count as a melee weapon. Then that would make sense why they're giving us all these challenges to use only a melee weapon. So I don't know, we'll see. I imagine that we're at least going to have 4 or 5 different types of melee weapons inside this map though. But I hope they don't push it on us and it's optional, because I'm not a fan of melee weapons in zombies, or maybe they just haven't done it right yet, but I don't know. Anyways, the next one we have is Das ist gut. I'm pretty sure that translates to this is good. I could be mistaken though, I haven't actually checked that, but so it seems like. Anyways, and what it says is, in the Shadow Throne, find the Sprengen, and I actually can't find a good translation for this for some weird reason. I don't exactly know what it translates to, and yeah, I can't really tell you too much about that, but if you guys know how to translate this, then go ahead and tell me down in the comments. But then we have our last trophy here. It's going to be our last silver trophy also, and it's going to be in the Shadow Throne, defeat the Statsjaga. Also, the trophy is called Statsjaga Down. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but what it actually translates to is City Hunter. So this is probably going to be our main boss at the end of the map. I hope he's actually going to be good, because they have been struggling with good boss zombies at the end of the maps. Really, we had the Panzer Mordor, which wasn't that great. We had the Moochler in the last map, was really bad. And I just hope that this one's actually good, because we just need a good one to end off this map, because we just need something big at this map. We need to see something big with the story and the gameplay. We just need something big here. But anyways, that's all the trophies here. Tell me what you guys think about all these trophies. You guys interested in what you're hearing here, or you're not really interested, or anything like that? Go and tell me down in the comments. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead, do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell, share, and watch the video multiple times over. Again, I can't ask you enough to bell, because bell is so important. But anyways, I'm good to go, and I will catch you guys on my next video.
Is that